What if your personality, your habits, even your future were decided before you were born? Psychologists call this the nature versus nurture debate. Put simply, nature is your genes and biology, and nurture is your environment and life experiences. But this isn't really a competition. Modern psychology is focused on how these two actually work together to shape who you are. To understand this, scientists often study twins. In one recent study, researchers examined over 200 adult twins, including both identical twins, who shared nearly 100% of their DNA, and fraternal twins, who share about 50%. They used brain imaging technology called fMRI to scan participants' brains while they completed different tasks. Some tasks measured cognition, like memory and attention, while others tested how people recognize emotions like fear, anger, or happiness. In some cases, participants weren't even aware of what they were seeing. The images were shown so quickly that their brain reacted unconsciously. When researchers compared the brain activity of identical and fraternal twins, they could estimate how much of that activity was influenced by genetics. They found that functions like working memory and attention showed a moderate genetic influence, meaning your biology partly shapes how your brain handles information. But when it came to understanding emotions, the environment played a much larger role. In other words, your life experiences, like culture, relationships, and social learning, help shape how you interpret other people's emotions. Interestingly, genetics still played a role in quick, automatic reactions. For example, the study found that people's brains showed genetic influence when unconsciously distinguishing between fear and disgust. So, this study shows that your genes influence how your brain works, but your environment is especially important for shaping how you understand and respond to the world around you. Another major area of research looks at how specific genes and life experiences combine to influence behavior. Researchers studied children growing up in different environments, some with supportive upbringings, and others exposed to harsh conditions like abuse or neglect. They also looked at the difference in the MAOA gene, which affects how well the brain can control emotional reactions like anger. Children who experienced harsh environments were more likely to develop aggression or antisocial behavior, but only if they had a version of the gene linked to lower regulation of emotional responses. If those same children had a different version of the gene, the negative environment didn't affect them nearly as strong. Some people are biologically more vulnerable to negative experiences, but also potentially more responsive to positive ones. So, what does this all mean? Science shows that who you are isn't just in your DNA. And it's not just shaped by your life experiences either. It's the interaction between both that really matters.